Good morning, everyone. This is Madison Moore, Miss Kansas Teen USA 2016, and this is my official Snapchat takeover. I am super duper pumped for the day that we have planned for you guys. It's going to be awesome, and I'm doing Q&A all day long, so please snap me your questions. Okay, so if you'll notice, this mug is from Cabo San Lucas, which is the last place that I took a trip to, and it was beautiful. And I actually collect mugs, so I get a new one when I go travel someplace new, and I've been traveling a lot this last year. Now we're driving to show you guys my high school, Blue Valley Southwest, which I just graduated from, so go T-Wolves! So this is where I spent a lot of my time here at Southwest, and this is where I met a lot of my best friends, and this is where we made Southwest history. Okay, so I don't know how well y'all can see, but this is our pool. It was my home away from home, and it is beautiful. Sorry everybody, I had to be logged out for a little bit, but I'm back, and I got my streaks taken care of on my personal account, so we're Gucci. And to finish what I was talking about earlier, so we made Southwest history because the girls swim team was the first athletic state champions in our high school's history. And then we actually went on to win state the next 3 years, so we are 4-time state champs, which is pretty darn cool in my book. And like I said, I met some of my very best friends doing high school swim, so these girls are incredible inside and outside of the pool. Love you girlies! Mwah! And actually, I have a second swim family, which is the Kansas City Blazers, which is the club swim team that I swam for since I was 8 years old, so 9 years. Normally on a Saturday morning, I would be at practice, but not today, because the U.S. Olympic trials are this weekend. Now I have to go get ready, because we're having brunch with some family friends, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Now it's off to my hair and makeup team of one. Me. Okay, hair and makeup is done and we are off to brunch. I'm super excited because I am super hungry. We are gonna do some pageant interview questions here at brunch. So let's get started. Your greatest accomplishment?
My family.
Aww, that's so sweet! This is my dad, and I want to know what makes you different from all the other girls competing.
Has to be my smile.
So this is my mom, and Mom, what is your biggest fear?
Drowning.
If I was a genie in a bottle and you were given one wish, what would it be?
I would wish for cancer to be healed.
Yay! Should you be the next Miss Teen USA?
Because I would be the first male Teen USA.
Yeah.
Yes, breaking barriers. Oh my gosh, yay! Congratulations! Woo! So we just left Mr. and Mrs. Eisman's house where they made a wonderful brunch and they killed the interview, and I cannot wait to see them in Vegas. Now we're going to go pick up my little sister Mallory from ballet, and then we're going to take you around and show you some of the sights in Kansas City. And now that I have some time in the car, I'm going to answer some of those awesome questions you guys have been sending me. Okay, so Trin Chastain asked me who my roommate is for Miss Teen USA, and it's Miss Oklahoma Teen USA, Helen Smith. Mwah! Love you, girlie! So Sydney Phillips asked me what the best perk is of the crown, and I'll answer that in the next Snapchat. The hair and the makeup and the clothes are all great, but really the biggest perk is being able to connect with people. CNeves18 asked me if I've ever changed a flat tire, and no, but I got a crash course one time, so I could do it. We Love Guacamole, I love your username by the way, asked me what college I'm attending next year, and I'm going to the University of Kansas. Rock Chalk Jayhawk, go KU! Now I'm going to introduce you guys to the one, the only, my partner in crime, my best friend, my little sister, Mallory! Hi guys! So Mallory competed with me this past year when I won, and she made top 5, she won swimsuit, and it was her first ever pageant. Having Mallory there that whole weekend and on stage when I got crowned, it made it so much more special. She was the first person I got to hug.
Love you!
Love you! Bellaboo787 asked me where in Kansas I live, and technically my house is in Olathe, but across the street is Overland Park. But basically I live in a suburb of Kansas City. I'm so looking forward to volunteering there because pediatric cancer awareness is my platform, and in the next Snapchat I'll tell you why. My cousin Sean was diagnosed with a brain tumor when he was really young, so raising research funding and awareness is very important to my family and I. Throughout my reign, I've been able to work with the Children's Family Foundation, Braden's Hope, the Victory Project, Head for the Cure, and Gold Out. My family and I actually started the first ever Gold Out at my high school this past year, where we raised over $3,000 for pediatric cancer research. So the Gold Out actually takes place in the month of September because September is Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month. So I hope you'll join me in my high school, Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, and Times Square, and go gold this September. So someone asked me if I could have one superpower, what would it be and why, and it would be flying, because I really want to go skydiving, and if I don't have to jump out of a plane, that would be preferred. Someone asked me what my best pageant advice is, and it would have to be, because it's such a fun weekend, just be yourself and be present. It'll make the experience that much more enjoyable. Okay, so now we're walking to one of the best views of downtown Kansas City, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Someone asked me what my daily diet consists of, and it's mainly fruits, veggies, and lots of protein. I have celiac disease, so I can't have any gluten or wheat products. Union Station, and this is where I did my first ever runway show for Kansas City Fashion Week. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that it was so windy outside, but what I said was that was Union Station. That's where I did my first ever runway show for Kansas City Fashion Week. Somebody asked me if I like Drake, which I do, and she asked me if I was going to his concert on July 23rd. So, Mom and Dad, am I going to his concert? Yes? Yes?
Sorry, I'm driving.
Autumn asked me if I have any interview tips for her, and you came to the right place, girlie, because I actually won an interview at my state pageant this year. Best interview tip is just be confident in whatever you say. Honestly, there is no wrong answer to a question that a judge asks you. It's all about how you answer. She asked me if I do any type of modeling, and I've walked in Kansas City Fashion Week, and I'm actually doing a prom photo shoot in Vegas next week.
Beautiful! Simply stunning. Wow, look at those angles. It's ridiculous. Such a model.
Pam from Illinois asked me for some modeling tips, so if you just watch that video like 100 times, you'll get it. You'll be fine. So this is Antoinette and Amy, and we're here at Watercolors to pick out a dress for Operation That's My Dress.
Go Kansas!
Woo! Okay, so I thought before we head out that I would answer a few more of your questions that I haven't gotten to yet. And I'm kind of bored of just plain videos, so I'm going to have a bunch of different Snapchat filters for the rest of my questions for a little bit. Someone asked me why I wanted to become Miss Kansas Teen USA and Miss Teen USA, and I'll answer that in the next Snapchat. So I actually got into pageants because I've been tall my whole life, and I thought that I might want to model someday, and a family friend told us that pageants were a good way to see if I would like that world. And at my first pageant, I met so many great girls, I had so much fun that I was hooked, and on my 4th try, I finally won. Hi Kylie from Arkansas. So I'm thinking about either double majoring in broadcast journalism and political science or broadcast and Spanish. Jay, so there's typically an entrance fee that you have to pay, and you can always reach out to sponsors, family, or friends to help cover the cost. As for wardrobe. It doesn't really matter what you wear or what you spend on any of your clothes. It's about the girl, it's about who you are. That's all they care about, really. And I do have sponsors. There are tons that I have. Just a couple shout outs to Watercolors High Fashion, Bridie and Atterbury, and Image Skincare. They're awesome. Asked what kind of makeup I use, and I go back and forth between MAC, Maybelline, and Revlon. They're three of my favorite go-to brands. And it doesn't matter what you spend, it's all about how you apply it. And I learned from the master, Ashley Renee Tribble. Thanks for your sponsorship, girlie. You taught me everything I know. Asked me how many states I've been to, and I did a quick count, and I think it's 20, so I have 30 to go. Page. So the most beautiful place I've ever been is either Kona, Hawaii, or Kansas, because there's no place like home. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time. So Nicole asked if my sister Mallory will be competing at Miss Kansas Teen USA this year, and yes, she will. So we're hoping for a sister crowning sister moment. Fingers crossed. My favorite Disney movie is probably a tie between Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, and I'll tell you why in the next snap. I love Cinderella because even though she was put through a lot, she still found a way to show kindness to everyone that she met. I also love Belle because she's super intelligent and didn't let anyone said get to her, plus she picked character over appearance with the Beast, which is really cool. Mrs. Tippett asked me Android or iPhone, and iPhone, definitely. And my favorite Summer Olympic sport is swimming, of course. Chloe, all the way from France, asked me if I would ever want to travel there, and yes, I'm obsessed with Paris. I love all French food, so I would definitely want to go someday. Okay, so dinner is a little different tonight. We're going to stop at all my favorite places and get all my favorite things, starting with Birachito. Woo! Okay, so other than this bay, this is bay. This is Espinaca. It is perhaps my favoriteest thing on the whole planet. It's amazing. Okay, so now we are at stop number 2, which is Azumi Sushi, and we ordered carry-out because sometimes they're slow, but they're still really good. Sushi is how it should always be done. Look at this. Look at this setup. Look at it. Aww. Okay, so now that we have the music, the setting is perfect. Like, I'm pretty sure this should have been in the notebook. Seriously. Okay, so this is a hot peanut butter fudge sundae because chocolate and peanut butter is my all-time favorite combination, and Twister's is the best place to go. Okay, so I'm down to less than an hour to answer all of your questions, so I'm going to try really hard to get to all of them, but if I don't get to yours, I'm so sorry. I tried. Okay, so Sydney asked me what my goal is for Miss Teen USA to make top 15, top 5, etc. Truly, I'm just there to enjoy the experience and make new friends, and however far I make it, that's how far I was meant to go. Asked me if I watch Orange is the New Black, and yes, I do. I just started the new season yesterday, and I'm literally dying. I'm dying. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yes, I do, but what I try to do is turn those nerves into excitement and think about how much fun it's going to be once I actually hit that stage. Hey, dancing feet. No, this was actually my 4th time competing, so in pageants, perseverance is definitely key. What I would do first, if I won Miss Teen USA, is probably make some really awful chins, because that's what happened in my state pageant. After I thanked my parents, my family, and the judges, and I was done crying, I would find a Chipotle and order a gigantic bowl. Avery asked why I picked KU, and it's because they gave me a killer scholarship to be on their women's rowing team. What's cool about that is that I've never actually rowed a boat before. They recruit tall swimmers and volleyball players, and I fit the bill. Tori asked me what I'm most nervous for Miss Teen USA, and it's probably tripping because I'm kind of clumsy. Jade asked me how tall I am, and I am so glad someone asked this question. I'm the tallest girl competing at Miss Teen USA, and I am just under 6 foot. I'm so close. Neves asked me if I would ever compete on stage with no makeup to promote inner beauty, and yes, absolutely. Cameron asked me what the best part about living in Kansas is, and it's definitely my people. They're always so kind and ready to help anyone in need. Hi everyone, I answered all of the questions, I think. Thank you so much for sending those in all day. I really appreciate it. You guys made it so special. Sadly, it is time for me to sign off, but thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had an absolute blast with all of you, and thank you all for being so kind. Don't forget to vote for me when it gets closer to being Miss Teen USA to put me in the top 15, and follow all my official and private accounts that I'll put in the next couple snaps. Make sure you check out Miss Kentucky Teen USA 2016, Christiane Prince, when she does her official Snapchat takeover. Thank you all so much again. This has been Madison Moore, Miss Kansas Teen USA 2016. Good night and God bless.